NotebookLM can create some really unbelievable and professional looking infographics and is completely free. But everyone has access to NotebookLM. So the key for making really exceptional infographics is actually knowing the settings that you have access to and using the right prompts. And I'm going to share a lot of different information for those two things in this video. I'm going to share all kinds of different styles with you to make your infographics look unique and professional, all kinds of different formats, use cases, topics. We're going to cover a lot in this video. So to access NotebookLM, go to notebooklm.google and click right here. And then all you have to do is create a notebook by clicking Create New right on top. Now, if you haven't used NotebookLM, I have a ton of different videos on this channel about NotebookLM, but basically it's a research tool that is grounded on the information you provide. So it won't just go search the web and give you an answer like other AI chatbots like ChatGPT or Gemini. This will be grounded on your sources of information, which you have to give it. And you have different options when you create a notebook. You could upload different files, and they have a lot of different formats that it would accept. For example, PDFs, images, docs, and audio. You could also add links to websites or YouTube videos. I'm going to show you couple of examples about infographics specifically with this one. You could bring in things from Google Drive or just copy text, and that's going to make it grounded on whatever information you give it. And then you could combine that with things that it finds on the web. So if I type in a prompt here, so I'm looking for AI prompts for business, for example, I could do fast research. That's going to be a web search. It's going to find me links, and then I could choose to use those or not. And then I could do deep research. This is a lot more in-depth, typically takes about 10 minutes, could find you lots of different sources, but I'll go ahead and send this out here. And you could see it's gonna do a quick web search based on whatever prompt you put in here, and it's gonna give you some resources for that. And then you could view typically 10 sources or so, and then decide if you wanna bring them all in, or you could just select which one you wanna bring in. In this case, I'm only gonna bring in a handful of these here, and I'll press import. And now that I have my notebook here, I could always go back and add more sources and add to this notebook, but this is an infographic video. So I'm gonna show you this side over here called Studio. Now what Studio does is it takes your entire notebook and lets you create different things from that notebook. So you could create an audio podcast, for example, slide decks, a video here, all kinds of different reports. But we're gonna look at Infographic here. So I'm gonna click it. And Infographic has a ton of different options available that we're going to cover in a lot of details in this video. The first is obviously your language. So they have lots of different languages you could choose from. I'm going to choose a default English here. The orientation could be changed because depending on if you're going on a website or different social platforms, you may want to use different options here. I'm going to use landscape for a lot of these. Then you have your styles. Now the visual style are going to completely change how your infographic is going to look. And they have auto select, which I'm going to show you here to start, but they have a lot of different ones available. And I want to show you all of them real quick so you see what they look like. But down here, you could also describe your style with words. And that's going to make it very unique because a lot of people already have access to what you see here. This box is going to make a lot of difference. Down here, you have your level of details, concise, standard, or detailed. So right now, I'm actually going to leave this on auto. So I'm going to create this infographic in all three so you could see what they look like. And then we'll go ahead and talk about describing the infographic you want to create using the stylized text prompt. This is going to be really the bulk of this video because this is how you get really epic looking and really unique looking infographics that other people are not going to get with the default options. By the way, while it's generating one down here, you could click it again. You could change any of these settings here, generate again. And as soon as it comes back up, you could generate again. So I'm going to show you concise, standard, and detail as soon as all three get generated. This is the concise option. It actually uses the least amount of text and covers the least amount of information. And it's really easy to glance over this one. This is the standard option. A lot more text here, but it's still, you could kind of follow along. And this one is the detailed option. You could see the fonts are getting pretty small here. So it kind of depends on where you're going to use this one. I think they all have their use case, but in most cases, I use the concise option, which has the least amount of text. Now, before we jump into a different notebook, I also want to show you these different styles here, and I'm going to choose all of them with the standard because that's the default one. So I'm going to show you sketch note, kawaii, this is kind of like a cute mode, and so on. Then we'll jump into different notebooks here in different categories so I could show you how prompting really takes it to the next level. And I have a prompt formula for you too that you could put right here. This one's the sketch note style. This one is the kawaii or cute style. This is the professional one. This one's scientific. This one is anime. This one is clay. This is editorial, educational, bento grid, and this one is brick. Okay, so everyone has access to those settings as long as they learn how to use NotebookLM and the infographic option. But the real power and how you can make really unique infographics comes down to what you put in this infographic box down here. Basically, this is going to be your unique prompt that's going to give you unique results. Now, before I show you that, I also have a totally free resource to really level up how you use NotebookLM. This covers over 20 different tips for using NotebookLM a lot more efficiently. This covers things like breaking down long reports, prepping for client meetings, researching competitors, creating content in a much easier way, and it covers a lot more and is completely free to use. I'll put a link in the description to that too. Okay, let me kind of show you a prompt template here that I've used that gives me really good results and gives me a lot of control on how these infographics come out. So by default, I'm actually going to leave it to auto style here and to standard. And my prompt is going to take control of some of these settings here, including the different visual styles. So I want to create an infographic. Well, if you click that, that is basically going to do that for you. The topic, the only reason I include topic here is sometimes you may want it to focus on a very specific thing inside of your notebook and not your entire notebook. So that's why you may want to tell it the topic here. If you don't need it, well, you could just delete that and it will use all the resources in your notebook to do that. And then you want to give it a style. So we covered a lot of these different styles that they have by default. There's 10 of them here, and I showed you the different level of details that each one could get. But there's a lot more styles that you could get by just typing in a style here. And by the way, the styles and this prompt formula I'll put in the description below this video too, that you could copy and paste. And then you could decide what kind of format. So what are formats? Well, we'll get to that too. There's a huge list of about 15 of them I have that I want to show you different examples. If you have a brand color, you could type in your color palette. I'm going to show you a resource for this that makes it easier, especially if you're not a designer or have any kind of design experience. And then I just basically tell it, help me organize the information in these 5 key bullet points. You could customize this. This is just a template here. If you want to follow my preference, concise is my preference, but I'm going to leave it on standard right now for these examples since that's the default option. This one, I'm going to use a different style we haven't looked at before called 3D style. Now for format, I'm going to put roadmap. And then for color palette, I'm going to put blue and orange. Now, before I show you more styles and formats, let me cover color palette here for a second. There's a really cool free website here called Colors, and this will show you different color palettes. Basically, in the world of design, different colors go well together and some colors just don't match well. Well, this tells you what colors go well together. So if you want something in the blue color palette, well, you could choose blue here, and then it will tell you what other colors go well with blue. A lot of times orange and yellow are colors that go well with blue. And this gives you the actual code. You could see I'm copying a code for the color. I could use that in my prompt. I don't have to say blue or yellow. These are called hex codes here that you could put in to your prompt and it'll get the exact same color that you see over here. And this is really nice. They also have an AI option where you could search with AI. But if I wanted to combine blue and orange and see different styles, different topics, all that is available here with a free account. So really useful resource that I've used for a very long time when it comes to design. And here's the output from my custom prompt. Okay, now let's dive into the different styles we have beyond the 10 styles that they gave us. 3D was one of them that I shared with you, but I actually have a big list of about 20 I want to show you here, and I'll quickly show you what they look like on screen with different prompts. So here is what minimalistic looks like if you use that as your style, modern corporate, bold and colorful, vintage retro, futuristic tech, flat design, cartoon style, luxury elegant, nature inspired, this is dark mode, playful pastel style, comic book hero style, cyberpunk neon style, sci-fi cinematic style, explosion effect style, vapor wave style, and legendary quest style. Now, you could also make different things. So that format in my prompt formula, well, there's a ton of different formats. I showed you roadmap. Here are some other ones. This one is timeline, step-by-step guide, checklist, cheat sheet, comparison chart, process flow, decision tree, and a resource list. And one of my other favorite options inside of NotebookLM is instead of using all the sources here every time you create an infographic, you could actually select just one source and then create an infographic, which it looks like I've reached my daily limit here in my account. So there is a limit that you'll hit actually pretty quickly if you create a lot of these, even with the pro account. But this is a really cool way to just create multiple infographics from individual sources. And here's a really interesting part. If you have a conversation in the middle here, so 18 most common financial mistakes to avoid, I could research that. It's looking through my source here. And I could take just a section of it here and I could create my own notes from it. So this will let you type or copy and paste your own notes. And then you could convert that into a source. So then it puts it over here. And then I could deselect all the sources. And this is the note I just took. And then I could turn this now into an infographic here. Again, something I could fully control because that is an editable note that then I converted into a source. We also have an entire NotebookLM course on our platform, Skill Leap, along with nearly 30 courses right now. We're doing a major upgrade to most of our courses. NotebookLM is actually going through an upgrade right now. So some of these new things that I'm showing you are getting added to it, but a lot of practical examples in that course, including over 30 different video lessons here that I personally created. And you get access to everything with a free trial. And then if it's a right fit for you, it's a simple month-to-month subscription to really put you ahead in the world of AI. I also made a video about another product to create really interesting design called Google Sketch. I'll put that video over here too.